What's up, Wildlings? Colin here, founder of Wild Foods Co. and Tribe10K.com. And I'm doing a video series on confidence. This does apply to all sexes, not just men. It's also for women, but some of these are from my own experience. And as a male, there might apply a little bit more to my style and to even the male style in general. But these are universally applicable tips. And so today is 3 tips for increasing your confidence. Okay, the first one is to have an opinion and be willing to share that with people. You don't have to be aggressive or brash or belittle other people's opinions, but you should have your own unique opinions and be willing to say, I don't agree with that, or this is how I see it, or ask questions about what they're saying. Make people explain themselves. In fact, questioning is a huge aspect of better communicating, but also establishing yourself as a confident, even dominant position in a conversation, at times as it's needed. I'm not saying to overtake conversations or you have to be dominant all the time, but you should be willing to lead conversations and you should be willing to be okay making statements, whether they're bold or not, about what you believe and what you feel and what you think is right. Be willing to have an opinion saying, I don't agree, or this is my opinion, or this is my view, and then support that. Okay, so that's number 1. Have an opinion and be willing to state it and not be afraid that you might get pushback on it. And the more you do it, the more natural it'll come. Okay, number 1 was about having an opinion, but how do you have an opinion? And how do you become confident in your opinion? It's about becoming confident in your beliefs and in your opinions. And there's a couple ways to do this, but the one that's most obvious and the one that I use on a daily basis is reading books. Okay, scribed.com, SCRIB.com has basically Netflix for books for like $9 a month. Literally probably the best value on the internet and history of the internet, I would say. Get that. You have audio books, you have digital books, and just listen to books when you're commuting, when you're walking, whatever. You can grab nonfiction books, fiction, whatever it is. You can learn. The more you read, the more you learn, period. It doesn't matter, but obviously if you want to have strong opinions that are based in reality, based on facts, instead of being emotionally driven and having emotionally based opinions the way most people do, you read books, you learn about it, and then in conversations, you can confidently speak on your opinions. Now, most people don't do this. They don't even think to do this, right? You immediately rise up the level of your conviction and the perceived understanding you have about the things you're passionate about, because most people don't do this at all. They just echo what they hear on Facebook or what they watch on YouTube or on the news or even what their friends and family say, and they have no reason whatsoever as to why they believe that thing and why they're even perpetuating or parodying it, and that's a very dangerous place to be, but that's a topic for another day, okay? So reading, Audible, audiobooks, Kindle, physical books, go to the library, is not only going to make you more confident in the things you believe, it's going to help you even understand what you believe, it's going to help you become more self-aware, it's also going to make you more confident in conversations. Number 3 is everybody's favorite, practice. It's actually probably very little people's favorite, very few people actually. Practice, whether that is speaking to a mirror, recording yourself on a recorder, your phone, whatever. If you want to get good at being persuasive, at being confident, whether you're trying to attract the opposite sex, whether you're trying to be able to speak up in a meeting, whether you're trying to ask for a raise with your boss, whatever it happens to be, the more confident, the more calm, and the more well-spoken you are, the better all of those goals, the closer you're gonna get to them. Practice is something people don't really think about. They think if they think hard in their head for enough time, or even worse, if they're stressed out enough and they've thought about it, that they're somehow magically going to be able to translate that to how they talk, how they act, and how they think on the spot. But what we've all seen is when we get on the spot and we get nervous or we get in our head, it all breaks down. YouTube, for me, has been an amazing resource for practicing slowing my speech down, pausing, and becoming a more powerful speaker. It's took a lot of time. I've done hundreds of videos at this point. In the beginning process, when I was editing, I would find that I would have these long run-on sentences and I wouldn't stop talking and I would keep going and it was really hard to edit it out and etc. Now, I pause naturally. I basically do the editing for myself. I'm not saying like and 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 all these words, although I do say often. And when I'm really flowing, I catch myself saying it. And so that's when I have to do a lot more editing, I edit it out. but I'm getting better at it because I'm practicing. If I had a job or if I was doing a TED Talk, in fact, that's a better example. If I was going to do a TED Talk, I'd practice over and over and over again. So why don't you think you need to practice if you're trying to date, whether it's a first date, a third date, or whatever, or if you're trying to ask your boss for a raise, or if you're trying to do a presentation at work and you want people to come to your side of thinking, or if you just want to be kind of attractive, to other people in your group setting and at a party or whatever, when you're confident, when you're well-spoken, and when you believe in the things you say, you naturally attract people. It's so powerful. And that's why a lot of times, a lot of the gurus that tell you how to be attractive or this or that or whatever, they don't really give you the reason why, or they try to give you tactics or whatever, but fundamentally, the people that are attractive in life, that are successful, whatever, is they're operating from a deep base of deep first principles based on what they believe and what they've been doing for a long time, which then comes naturally to who they are. And that's what you want to accomplish. Self-help, awareness, Buddhism, philosophy, all these things can definitely help you with this, but so can practice. Practice what you're trying to say based on what you believe, and then live that truth every single day, and you will naturally become a more confident, attractive, effective, persuasive person. It's literally a superpower today. Thanks for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe for more videos like this. If you're interested in going from 0 to 10K, starting a business, monetizing your passions and your profits, not really a course, it's almost the anti-course, but in a way that keeps you accountable, then definitely check out the Tribe 10K program, which we were launching up just literally last week, actually. We already have our first few clients into that. Super excited about that because it's going to help people with the human aspect of building a business. And the reason why most people don't get results with most things is because they don't have accountability, and they buy courses and books and whatever, and they can't translate that into dollars because they don't know how to translate it into consistent action. And that's what we help with in the Tribe program. That's why every student gets their own coach. And a lot more about that, you can learn more at tribe10k.com. If any of this sounds good to you, I highly recommend going there. The first 100 students are going to get a big discount. We're probably going to raise or quadruple the price actually for the 6-month program. So get in there, and if you want to learn more, you schedule a call with us, and we'll help you get to where you want to go.